Alright guys, welcome to day 44 of the 19 days to 1 million Naira challenge. Today we'll be looking at our ads and what has happened so far, and I'll be doing a little bit of introduction into Google advertising. Okay, so without wasting much time, let's go into our dashboard. Okay, so well, my advertising access is still restricted. Facebook is yet to respond to my appeal. Okay, but the ads are running, yeah. And yesterday we made Facebook recorded 20 sales, even though we had more than 20 sales yesterday. You can see it right here, so you can see 20. We actually had more than 20 sales yesterday, but that's what Facebook recorded, and we'll go with that, right? So we spent $63 yesterday and made 180. This morning this guy just want me to click on this thing by all means. I don't understand. I think I need to opt out of this thing. I'm getting tired of it. Yeah, they keep repeating the same ads. The essence of me having it is for me to see different ads. Okay, so let's look at today. Facebook hasn't recorded any purchase, but we've had 5 purchases this morning. This is 8:49 a.m. in the morning. We've had 5 purchases this morning, but Facebook hasn't recorded them, right? So of course these things happen most of the time. The P-cells don't fire correctly, or maybe it's going to take some time for it to get updated. All right, so yeah, that's what's going on with our Facebook campaigns, right? So far we are doing great. Lifetime, we've made how much have we made now? $1,400, and we've spent about $600, right? So we are making twice our ad spend. That's quite cool. You will agree, right? Okay, so the next thing we will be looking at is Google advertising. Google hasn't approved this GDN ad, and Google ad is still under review. Well, what I'm going to do is I'll try and put a call through to them, because I think there should be a way to, unlike Facebook, who does not have such means, but Facebook are open to call, so you can call them and they should talk to you about your campaigns. Okay, so first thing, you want to understand some basic things about Google. All right, so Google advertising is basically on 4 different networks, I will say. So they have Google search, which means someone just goes on Google and type or search for something just pop-ups. And so for instance, we go on here and say how to know if you are hypertensive. So for instance, someone who is hypertensive, the person doesn't know yet and is trying to find out funny enough, there is no keyword on that. Okay, I mean no ad on that keyword. Is actually, this is what they call a long tail keyword. So even searching the word hypertensive, no ad still shows up. So it's really a green one. So let's do hypertension. Let's see if we'll see any ad. So these are search ads. Okay, no ads even on this. High blood pressure, and no ad even. Interesting. So anyway, one thing that you want to pay attention to doing researches with keywords. Okay, so there's this tool that I have here. It's called what's the name of this tool again? Keywords Everywhere. All right, so you can use a Google Chrome extension which you can just install, and it's going to help you with keywords ideas. It's very important. I'm going to still talk about keywords and all that. And there is Google Display Network. So Google Display Network, which means they are just partner, just like Facebook, where you run an ad on Facebook and it's showing on someone else's website. So these are partners, people who partner with Google to show the advertising on their website. I believe you've seen Google advertising on different websites, correct? So that's GDN. It's called GDN, Google Display Network. Then there is YouTube videos. You can have tests, right? And you can, that's it, you can advertise on YouTube. Okay, then Google Shopping. This is more for people who this is more tailored to e-commerce. Okay, so Facebook tends to list your products when someone searches for a particular term, particular product. So is your product only shows up or are populated when someone is searching for a certain product that is on your store. Okay. All right, so the next thing I want you to really pay attention to when you try to run your ads on Facebook is, first, you need to determine which is your best fit. Is it Google search? Is it GDN? Is it YouTube? Is it Google Shopping? I don't know if Google Shopping is open to Nigerians yet, but of course you can, work with Google search. Google Display Networks, and as well as YouTube. All right, then keyword research is very important. For instance, there are 4 ways of having a keyword. So there is broad match, there's broad modifier, there's phrase match, there is exact match. So broad match simply means you can have a keyword hypertension, and someone can search, "Is my dog hypertensive?" and your ad is going to show up, right? So, and you need to know that anytime that Google shows your ad, you'll be charged for it. Okay, so broad modifier simply means it becomes a little bit targeted. Okay, so you can choose the words that you want to be on a search term for your ad to show. So you can say hypertension, can say man. Okay, you can say food. Okay, so such terms has to be in the search keyword or search phrase that someone is using for your ad to show up. Phrase match simply means it has to contain the phrase, right? So how to know if you're hypertensive. Okay, so someone searches for your keyword phrase match is how to know if you are hypertensive. Then someone is searching for how to know if you are hypertensive in Nigeria. Your ad is still going to show up because it matches the phrase, right? And for search, you have to have this apostrophe, or you can just the way I have it here, apostrophe across that keyword. Then the broad modifier, you have the plus sign at the front of it. Then exact match means it has to be that exact search. So if your keyword is how to cure high blood pressure or how to reduce your high blood pressure, it has to be same that the person is searching for. If it's not an exact match, your ad won't show up. Okay, so these are some of the things that you really need to pay attention to when you are advertising on Google. Okay, so let's go into Google and let me show you guys a couple of things right here. So you want to do keyword research. I already told you guys about what was it called now? I told you guys about these keywords everywhere, and you also want to make use of Google Keyword Planner. So of course you guys already know how to set up your Google account. So you basically just go to ads.google.com and you set up your account. Just go through the entire process, set up an ad, and pause it once you've done that, because you don't want it to run. All right, once you've done that, the keyword tool will be available to you. So once you click on tools and settings, you should see keyword planner right here. I'll say okay. So with that, you can use that to research your keywords. Another thing you want to do is conversions, installing codes on your site. Okay, so once I click on conversions, just like Facebook, where you need to install pixels. Okay, so this is how Google is able to track. It's basically the same thing, okay, with Google. So you have the head script, they have the body script, right? So you basically just come over here and click on the plus sign. If you haven't done any more, you are going to see it just show that you should create a conversion. Yeah, then you need to choose what you want. Is it an app? Is it phone calls? Is it import? Is it, of course, we want to do our website, right? So you basically just click on website, and all you just have to do is choose the category, what you want to track, right? So is it purchase? Is it lead? The most important ones that you probably want to track is purchase, lead, and sign-ups. Others means you need to give it a name, right? Just like on Facebook, where you have custom audiences, right? Okay, so once you've chosen the one you want to choose the value, how you want to measure it. Okay, you want to use the same value for each conversion. Use the same. Okay, don't use a value for this conversion. So of course you want to use value for something like purchase conversion, right? So what's the value? Is it $2, $10? You just put it right here. And what's the count? Is it that every count or one count? Of course we want it to recommended for purchase, because every count is purchase valuable, right? So you want it to always count any purchase. All right, so you take that, and conversion window, just leave it as it is. Just leave all of these as they are. You don't need to do that, and all you just have to do is click on create and continue. Okay, and here you're going to see install the tags yourself. Email tag, use Google Tag Manager. Really, I don't use Google Tag Manager, but you can, if you know how to use it, but you want to keep your things really light. Okay, so once you click on this, it's going to generate you this whole HTML code. This is the global one. So this is what will now be just like that Facebook entire chunk of code, that large code, right? So you install this at the header section of your website. Of course, if you have headers and footers installed on your WordPress site, it becomes easy. You just install this. Then this you can see on page load. Do you want it on page load or as you click, right? Of course, we want it on page load, right? Then this you have it at the body section. Okay, so it's that code, that other code that Facebook has, that is called the event code. That is what this is. So this is the event code for Facebook, for Google rather, right? So that's basically it, and all you just have to do is click on next, and you're done. Okay, once you have all of them installed, and they are going to, it's going to be verified once you start having visits on those pages, right? So I don't need this, so I'm going to remove it. Okay, all right, so let's go back. Okay, so I wanted to show you, so here you are going to see campaigns, where you can create your campaign. So if you click on here to create a campaign, here you can choose the account that you want. You can even, with Google, you can create a business manager, just the way you have it on Facebook, right? You can create a business manager. And the thing is, if you are doing YouTube advertising, it's best that you start with create a campaign without a goal, okay, and then as your audience get refined, you edit it. It doesn't work like Facebook where when you edit everything messes up. No, it doesn't. Google is not like that. It's really cool. You can edit and your results will be well optimized. So for instance, you are doing leads, okay, you can choose this. So you are doing search ads or GDN. You can do leads, right? But really you want to start with web traffic so that Google gets this gets data on leads for them to start giving you better traffic or better leads or better people for better conversions. All right, so you want to always take note of things like this. So basically choose what you want and you choose the campaign type. Okay, so is it search you want, or is it display or GDN? Is it video, which is of course you have it on YouTube? Is it Google Shopping? All right, so you choose it and then you continue. All right, so let's just choose search, and of course you can have this here or you can just leave it. So this Google has 3 levels, right? Just the way on Facebook we have the campaign level, you have the ad set level, you have the ads level. Google has the campaign level, the ads group level. The ads group level is like the ad sets on Facebook. Then the ads level is just like ads on Facebook. So this is the ads group level where you can choose what you really want to do. You can say you want them on search network. So there is this site where you go and search, right, and results from Google shows up, right? So that's search network, right? Then you have display network if you want, so you can choose all of that. Okay, and the beautiful thing about this is that you can have different ad groups. Okay, just the way you can have different ad sets, right? On Facebook, you can have different ad groups on Google, so you can decide to target individual keywords, right? So you can have individual keywords. So you have one keyword, you can do broad match, broad modifier, phrase match, and exact match one keyword. Then you do the same thing on another ad group. You choose another keyword and do that. Okay, so that's how you make use of Google. And of course the ad section, you want to create your creatives, your images and all that. So that's how it all works. Okay, so you want to choose your location here, target people in or who show interest. Of course you don't want to do that. You want to do people in or regularly in your target location. Okay, you don't want to people who show interest. No, people who are in your target location, and exclude people in your excluded location. When you start excluding some parts when you start excluding some certain regions, you want to have that updated, right? So here for audiences, this is where you start having what you want. You want to use audiences. You want to have, for instance, if you this works better for GDN. Okay, so depending on your niche, you can just decide to choose any of these and have Google do the work for you, and it tells you the placement where it's actually getting better results and all that. Then budget, you want to have your budget or daily ad spend here, right? Enter the average you want to spend each day, so you put it right there. Advice for each ad group, you start with $5. That's what I'm doing now, right? Then bidding, conversions, what you want to do, you can want to bid for clicks, right? That's for you. You can do clicks if you are just starting, right? And the campaign will be maximized for clicks, and once you start seeing some result, you can change it to conversions, right? And site extensions, this is quite advanced. Okay, you need to create certain extensions. So there are some ads you see, and you're going to see reviews on them, review stars and all that. Those are extensions. Okay, so once you click save and continue, is going to take you to the ad section where you have your images. If you are doing Google Display Network, where you have your video. If you're doing YouTube, you have your headlines and text, okay, depending on the campaign category that you have chosen. All right, so that's how the whole campaign setup works. Okay, so once you have your campaign set up, for instance, these are all campaigns, and right here you're going to see the different ad groups. Okay, so for instance, we have this campaign. So you want to create another ad group on this ad campaign. All you just have to do is click on it, and now this is the ad group for this campaign. And all you just have to do is you click on copy, right, and then you paste. It will be duplicated. So it's not like Facebook where you just have it and you're going to show you duplicate. No, you first have to copy it and paste it. I don't want to do that now, because if I do it, it's going to have my ads. I don't know, it might make it a little bit longer for the whole review process. I will have to call them today though. Then also there are all of this part where you have videos, landing pages, keywords, audiences. Then you can refine your audiences, okay, if you have chosen any audience. Okay, so the beautiful thing is that you can have different ad groups and do audiences, audience targeting, demographics. So demographics right here, okay, you have demographics. All right, so you have demographics, you have the age, you can choose the age you want to exclude and those you want to leave, the gender you want, parental status and all that, and placement as well. As you start running your ads, especially when you are running ads to GDN, YouTube, Google is going to tell you where your ads are performing best, right? And with that, you can, optimize your ads and make them better while you scale and all that. So that's a little bit into Google advertising. It's not really that difficult or technical as people think it is. It's not really. Where you really need to understand is the part of interest, right? Like the keywords, okay, and your creatives that you want to put up, the videos, what kind of videos you should use and all that. Okay, those are the parts to it. Okay, but setting up your campaigns is pretty easy, very easy. The only thing where the work is keyword research, videos that people will stop on YouTube to actually watch, right? Because the first 3 seconds, right, are very important to the success of your YouTube ad, right? Then of course you need to pay attention. Of course you guys already know about headlines and all that, and you want to also read their policies, because they have policies, just that they're not as strict as Facebook where they just ban, but here they are still strict but not as strict. So you want to make sure that you look at their policies. All right, so that's it guys for today's video. I hope you guys got something from today's video and it helps you as you begin to launch your products. Bye.